Hi everyone, I'm Nemo, and the behaviorist I chose for this project was Karola Dillenburger-Keenan. Karola Dillenburger-Keenan is currently alive. She was born in Northern Ireland in 1956. She received her PhD in clinical psychology in 1951 from the University of Ulster. She is married to Michael Keenan, a professor of psychology at the University of Ulster. She received her BCBA-D in 2006. She is currently a professor at the School of Education at Queen's University in their School of Social Sciences, Education, and Social Work. She coordinates their master's program in autism spectrum disorder. She is also an associate fellow of the British Psychological Society, a fellow of the Higher Education Academy, and a registered health professional. A summary of Dr. Keenan's work. Dr. Keenan has authored 9 books on the subjects of ABA, parent education, trauma and abuse of women and children. She has co-authored several of her books with her husband, Dr. Keenan, Michael Keenan. She has authored 66 documents or articles. I've read several for this project. Most of them were about autism spectrum disorder, early interventions of early intensive ABA interventions. 2 of the articles that I read were general population surveys about how inclusive Northern Ireland society is to individuals with autism spectrum disorder, their knowledge of autism, and autism interventions and the policies regarding individuals with autism spectrum disorder. Dr. Keenan has been cited in 397 documents, and her H-index is 13. The interview questions I had for Dr. Keenan was, first, Dr. Keenan, with your established career in clinical psychology, what led you to pursue a career in applied behavior analysis, specifically with the autism spectrum disorder population, and what was the process like? My second question was, do you believe that your extensive background in clinical psychology has given you the upper hand when facilitating assessments of individuals with autism spectrum disorder and mental health conditions, and if so, in what ways? My third question for her was, in one of your studies, it mentioned that people of ethnic minorities were less likely aware of autism spectrum disorder. I come from an ethnic background in which the prevalence of autism has significantly increased in the past decade. How would you approach in educating ethnic minorities about their misconceptions of autism spectrum disorder and the importance of early intensive ABA interventions? My fourth question for Dr. Keenan was, in one of your articles, results showcase that the general public is aware of autism spectrum disorder, but was vague regarding the interventions, advocacy, and laws. You are also a principal investigator on the BASE project as its autism policy and practice. Are there any laws that you are currently involved in or partaking in writing, addressing, and or hoping to pass? My last question for Dr. Keenan was, with a multidisciplinary team approach being a one-size-fits-all, how would you address the discrepancies with healthcare and educational professionals who object to early intensive ABA interventions? Dr. Keenan is a figurehead pushing the European government and healthcare professionals to recognize the applied behavior analysis as the scientific basis for teaching and treatment in autism spectrum disorder. The European government currently and healthcare professionals currently promote the use of the elective program approach. In one of Dr. Keenan's studies, there was 15 families in which the children received early intensive ABA interventions in their homes. The family shared the impact of ABA-based home interventions and that the interventions improved their children's behavior, communication, and gave them a sense of independence. The effect on the family is that they were able to enjoy more activities outside of the home and feel less stress regarding their children's behavior. In the BASE project, Dr. Keenan was a principal investigator. The BASE project was a government-funded project that studied the impact of autism policies and practices. The project focused on the cost of raising a child with autism disorder, the poverty and deprivation affecting these families, autism awareness in the general public, education, early intervention, staff, etc. Dr. Keenan and her colleagues have also surveyed parents on their beliefs regarding if their children, those with and without disabilities, needed sexual and sexuality education and their attitudes towards their children's sexuality. In the study, most parents believed that their children needed some sort of education but wanted to provide it for them. Dr. Keenan stressed the importance of providing formal sex education and sexuality education to the children with ASD and intellectual disability, as it's usually overlooked. Dr. Keenan has also guest lectured in Germany and North America. She's also an advisor at the Applied Behavior Academy in Bangalore, India. So that is all the information I have on Dr. Keenan. Thank you all for watching my presentation, and I hope you all learned a little bit more about Karola Dillenburger-Keenan. Thank you.